Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, February 12th, 2024. So this will have covered the week of February the 5th through the 11th of 2024. So this was definitely not a very productive week overall. I only made a little bit of progress in both my games. This will probably be a fairly short update. But I will go ahead and say that the Fallout 76 guide is still coming along. It's going to be a long time till me and him are done with that, so I'm going to be still playing a good bit of Fallout 76 until we're done. But in terms of other games that I did not earn any trophies in, Spider-Man 2's New Game Plus is confirmed to be coming in March, so it got, I guess, basically delayed again. But hey, it's coming in March, so we have an official date. We know for a fact that we're getting a New Game Plus trophy. We don't know yet if we're getting like an Ultimate Difficulty trophy or anything like that, so we will have to see. So in terms of actual trophy progress, it was only earned in 2 games. So the first was LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes for the PS3. I am still enjoying this game a lot. The only problem, though, is that being an older LEGO game on the PS3, it does show its age a little bit, especially while trying to stream it. It does have some issues with being a little bit laggy, a little bit choppy, and you also have to worry about if your internet ever goes out for even a second, then you are going to have to go back into the game again after that. So that is a bit unfortunate, and it's also really weird playing a PS3 game on here because you don't get trophy images, or it doesn't take images of every trophy that you earn in videos like it does normally. So let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yep, this is where we started on the trophies. So we have a few story-related trophies that I earned for finishing levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. So those are all just unmissable story-related trophies. And it looks like the story missions might be getting shorter after this, which is kind of nice because we've had a lot of really long levels. I think it was level 5 was like insanely long, like an hour long or something. And then that was, I think, one of the levels where the internet cut out on me, so I ended up having to replay a little bit of it. But again, it's a really fun LEGO game. I actually really like this one. I really like some of the missions. I love the fact that it's basically just straight up GTA, just driving around the city. It's kind of hilarious. So it's a really fun game. I'm definitely enjoying it, though some of these story missions are a bit longer. But then again, it's one of those games that has a smaller number of longer story missions. That's what a lot of LEGO games do, but some of them do it the opposite way. You know, LEGO The Incredibles only had like 10 missions. The LEGO Movie only had like 15 that were all a little bit longer. So it looks like they're going to start getting shorter given just the percentage of completion only goes down by like 2% or so per level. And then it looks like level 10 must be like really, really short. And level 11 is probably really, really short. Maybe level 12 as well. So it looks like probably a lot of short levels incoming. So that's, I guess, kind of nice for completion's sake. But currently the game, I'm maybe like 12-ish% complete. So making some progress. I mean, there's a lot of gold bricks, though, as normal. This game has 250 gold bricks, and I believe 150 of them are scattered throughout Gotham City, plus the other 100 from all of the story stuff and the Citizens in Peril and all that good stuff. So we've got the 100% and 50% trophies. Those are pretty typical for LEGO. But like I said, I'm probably only about 12 or 13% of the way through, so still quite a long way to go. I've only found maybe like 1 or 2 red bricks. I don't even know where you go to get the custom character in this. Using all the mini-kit vehicles, I haven't even finished a single mini-kit, but this one might take a while just because of like loading screens and such. Unlocking all characters, there's not as many characters in this game, but this game actually has a unique way of getting a lot of characters. A lot of the time you just drive around Gotham City and you get to certain areas of the map, and when you get there you can fight a certain villain, so that might be like Poison Ivy or Harley Quinn or Captain Boomerang, and you beat them up and then you can purchase them, which is actually kind of cool. So I actually kind of like that mechanic. So then superhero in all levels, that's just your stud meter, pretty simple. The Citizens in Peril, I think there's like 50 of them because there's one in every level and then another like 30 or 35 scattered throughout Gotham, so quite a few of them. This game does have a multiplayer trophy. You have to play a level in co-op, but supposedly you can just load into the game, play for just a few moments, and then save and quit the level and it counts. So I will just knock that out at some later point. Then you just have another character trophy. The bonus level, from what I saw from Illusion's video of this game, the bonus level looks kind of obnoxious, so I guess I'm not really looking forward to that. Then again, more character-specific trophies. This one I'm not sure how to do, but I'm sure it's easy. Okay, so here's a trophy I earned. Do a finishing move. This is where you beat people up for a little while, get a combo going, and then you hit the circle button to do a finisher on someone. So very, very easy trophy. This is a whole lot of studs, so I'm a long way away from being done with that, but I don't even have all the multipliers unlocked, so of course it'll be easier later. More character-specific. This is basically an unmissable story trophy. You're going to get it in, I believe, level 5 is when you first play as Superman, so it's basically unmissable. Character-specific, and presumably character-specific. That is a very long trophy description for that. I'll be interested to see what you have to do for that. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's an easy game. It's another Lego game, and it's a really fun Lego game, but it does, of course, take time. It's a Lego game. There's a lot of levels to do. There's a lot of collectibles to find, so it's something I can just work on casually over time. The other game I made a lot of progress in this week was Dead Rising 2, and I'm very happy with the progress made this week. So, of course, we still have to do the Zombie Genocider trophies, and those are going to be done on a future playthrough. But in the last week, okay, so we still got to do the 1,000 zombie barehanded kills, which we'll probably do in the current playthrough that I'm doing, because I basically finished my first cleanup playthrough, and now we are on to a second cleanup playthrough to knock out the remaining miscellaneous trophies and other items we need to collect. Because, okay, so we got a kill with every melee weapon in the game. That was a big one because there's so many of them. Every ranged weapon, that one wasn't too bad. There's not as many of those, but there are still quite a few. Same with explosives and novelty weapons. So explosives, there were only like 6, but this trophy seemed to be a little bit buggy. It took several attacks with the rocket fireworks for this to unlock, so I don't know why it didn't want to unlock. The novelty weapons, there's not like a ton of these, maybe 20-ish or so. It's not a ton. And there's not, I mean, there's a fair number of ranged weapons, but there's nowhere near as many as the melee weapons. The firearms are the easiest, though, because there's not very many of those, and most of them are pretty easy to get. A few of them are a little bit missable, though, like the 6-shooter. So then, let's see, what else did we get this past week? So I'm working on the combo weapons right now. I've created maybe like 15 or so of them, so a good ways to go on that, but definitely making progress. It's just a lot of items you have to pick up and collect and then use and combine in specific ways. But I did reach level 50, so that's good. I don't have to do any more side missions or any of that stuff on any future playthroughs, which is great. Changed into pieces of clothing, I reached 10 pieces, and actually there's only one piece of clothing missing, but it's because I misunderstood the guide I was following, and it's a piece of clothing that you get in the Tape It or Die room. So I thought it was a reward for Tape It or Die, but apparently it's a piece of clothing you pick up in that actual room, so that's going to require me getting on to day 3 on either this playthrough or on my co-op playthrough, and going back in there and doing the first step of that quest so that I can get this one remaining piece of clothing. So that's a bit unfortunate, but a lot of these trophies do carry over between playthroughs, so all of the weapons kills carry over between playthroughs. I'm not sure if the 1,000 zombies while riding a motorcycle does, though. I'm not sure about the zombies barehanded either. Then, let's see, saving 50 survivors, I'm not sure if this one carries over between playthroughs either. This might have to be a single playthrough, but it's still fairly easy because there's like 65 total survivors. Creating all the combo weapons does carry over between playthroughs, thankfully. Reaching level 50, you're probably not going to get it done in your first playthrough anyway. I got to maybe level 45 on my first playthrough, and I only missed 2 side missions, so I didn't miss very much. The clothing does carry over between playthroughs, thankfully, so again, one more piece of clothing will be done with that. Already had the story finished. I created all of the mixed drinks in the game. There's only 9 of them, so not a ton. And you can make almost all of them just in the food court area, which is really nice. I finished eating every type of food in the game. There's quite a few of those. There's like 40 or 50 types of food. But thankfully, there's nothing missable with that. There's just some that are a little bit harder to find than others. Then, let's see, already had the Katie gift giving done. Finished overtime mode, so that is the extra part of the story. So once you have finished the main story, you have to give a certain character a thing of Zombrex toward the end of the game, and that will allow you to access the overtime mode once the main game is complete. So that's how you do it. So then we have 2 co-op trophies. These are the only multiplayer trophies I have left. And I have found a boosting partner most likely, so we should be able to start working on this in the coming week. It should only take 2 sessions to finish this because, I mean, the game isn't super long and it'll be a lot of just sitting around doing nothing. But you do have to still finish the case files. You can't just sit there for 6 hours straight AFKing it. And this game has a very nasty problem with crashing and, setting you back to your last save point, which has been really, really annoying so far. It's screwed me over several times. Thankfully, I've been able to keep track of everything correctly, but it's been really, really annoying to deal with. And it's not a big deal here. It's not a big deal in Off the Record, but it is going to be a big deal with Dead Rising 1 because of the 14-hour trophy. Well, 7-day survivor that takes 14 real-life hours. And I swear, I'm sure that it's going to find some way to crash on, like, day 7 when I'm, like, an hour away in real life from being done. It'll find a way because that is just my luck with trophies and just with life in general. But these 2 trophies are easy, but I think I've got a partner, so hopefully I can start working on these in the coming week. They're not difficult at all. It just takes, 7 or 8 hours to get through everything because you can't really speed it up. So then spending $6 million in Fortune City, you have to rack up $6 million first. So that does take quite a while. Now, I can't remember what I spent a bunch of money on because I had like 1.5 million and then I lost a bunch of it, so I'm not sure what I spent it on. Probably on one of the keys for something, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh wait, I remember what it was. It was that stupid fortune teller you have to spend a bunch of money on in order to get one of the combo cards. That's exactly what it is. You have to spend like $1 million to get everything for the combo card with him. So $1 million down, another $5 million to go. It's easy to make money, but I'm going to work on that on my current second cleanup playthrough. I entered all the stores in the game. This one's very easy. There's quite a few stores throughout the game, though. The kiosks count as well. So just look on your map at anything marked in blue that counts as an individual store. I can do this one at some point soon. This one's fairly easy, but you do need to have a full inventory of masks to be able to do it. The Zombrex posters, that one's going to take a while, but I'll do it over the course of this next, cleanup playthrough because there's something like 35 or 40 Zombrex posters to paint over. Luckily, it's very easy to get spray paint. You can get it at a store right next to where you exit the safe house at, and there's also the one in the Americana Casino, so it shouldn't be a problem. Then, let's see, I painted my bike, so all you have to do with that is combine a paint can with the bike that you get from the Meet the Contestant side mission. I collected all of the combo cards hidden in Fortune City. These are the ones that you pick up off of the posters around the city, and there's about 10 of them, so nothing too difficult there. Already had the ones from Survivors, but finished the ones from Psychopaths. I think there's only 2 that are related to Psychopaths, and of course, one of those 2 was the Slappy boss fight, which is one of the only 2 that I managed to actually miss on my first playthrough, but not a big deal. I was able to do it on my second playthrough, no problem. The fight actually went surprisingly well. And then I collected all combo cards. Again, there's 50 total. There's 49 normal plus 1 secret combo card that you make with the Queen plus the Nectar, which is actually an individual trophy that we'll get to here in a second. Filled all the entries in the notebook. I only had 3 left, 2 from the Slappy mission and 1 from another side mission that I missed, so I knocked all that out. The smash kills, I'm not sure if this has to be done in the single playthrough, but I should be able to knock it out in my cleanup playthrough, no problem. Maybe I work on some of these in the co-op playthrough. We'll have to see about that, though. Then the stick 'em up will probably be the last trophy I get because it's an easy one to save for last. And then discover the secret combo card, which is the Queen plus Nectar. So, yeah, I mean, I made a lot of progress this week, but I mean, there's still a lot left to go. Still have to do a whole co-op playthrough while reviving someone, which is not difficult, but it takes time. And then all these other cleanup trophies, and then, of course, the big 72,000 zombie kill grind, which I am not looking forward to because it's extremely boring. It's not particularly difficult. It's made much easier if you decide to do all the case files along the way, because if you do all the case files, it extends the amount of time you're allowed to play by quite a few hours and makes it much easier to do. And then if you do overtime as well, it makes it even easier because that gives you like another 12 hours at the end of the game. And once you get to when the military arrives in case 6, the volume of zombies increases a lot, so that actually makes it even easier. You just have to have certain magazines. I need to look up exactly what those are and where you get them. So yeah, that's how Dead Rising 2 is going. Making great progress, but still a good ways away from being done. So I'm going to go ahead and sync up my trophies. All right, level 857, 63%, 27,682 total trophies, 788 platinums, 5,206 golds, 7,415 silvers, 14,273 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. Well, in all honesty, it's just continuing to work on Dead Rising 2 and Lego Batman 2. There's not really a whole lot more to say about it because Spider-Man 2's DLC doesn't come out until March. That's also when the next Fallout 76 DLC drops, but I'll still be playing Fallout 76 to continue working on the walkthrough guide for it. So really, it's just playing some more Fallout 76 to work on that, and then just Lego Batman and Dead Rising. Now, for this week, I don't know exactly what the schedule is going to look like because my family's coming down on Friday because we're all going to a basketball game on Saturday. Gives them an excuse to come down here, and it gives me an excuse to actually eat some really good food when they come down here. So, always exciting for that. But we'll be going to a basketball game on Saturday, so I don't really know exactly when I'm going to be streaming this week. Probably like Wednesday or Thursday again, and then probably Friday, but definitely not Saturday. We will have to see about that, though. And it'll be more of Dead Rising 2, just working on cleanup. Although that's also a little bit dependent on whether or not me and the other guy that I'm talking to manage to get through all the co-op stuff that we want to do for Dead Rising 2. Because the co-op has to take priority. It's multiplayer. Multiplayer has to take priority. You guys, if you're a trophy hunter, you know exactly how it is. But yeah, that's really the main things to work on right now, and that's the plans for streams and stuff. In terms of videos and everything, I finally finished off working on basically like a part of a video with Gonzo. It's a part 2 of the whole underrated Easy Platinum Trophy series that he's doing, so I was a part of that, so I had some stuff to record for that, but I finally got that done, so that'll give me time to finally start working on editing the Destroy All Humans 2 single-player trophy video, and then that'll be followed by the Bugsnax video, and then of course the Dead Rising 2 video, so I can start working on all of that. I also need to start working on the next Road to Platinum trophy video. It's just a normal one, but it's like 5 platinums in one, plus that hilarious Evan Daniel and Friends 100% that I did. So I got to start working on that. It won't be a super long video whenever it comes out, but I will start working on that as well. And then beyond all of that, I've got the next Fallout video to start working on, the Ohio, What Happened to Ohio video. And along with all of that, there's still those 2 other series that I really want to start up this year. And I'm working on the script for one of them, so I'm slowly working on it, just haven't looked at it in a couple of weeks, just been kind of busy with some other stuff. Because some of it's real life stuff. I mean, I'm currently really trying to get a better job, and I've talked about that a lot on streams, just really trying to get a better job, hopefully very soon, because we're dealing with a lot of BS right now and just would rather get a better job that pays better, more, respect and all that kind of stuff. But that's more for streaming discussions because it usually goes better in streams. So yeah, that's some of my current plans. But that's what I'm hoping to do for videos. Hopefully going to have the next Fallout video out within the next few weeks. Hopefully have the Destroy All Humans video out within the next few weeks. And hopefully going to be able to have one of those 2 new series started up within another few weeks. But I feel like I've been saying that for a while, and then I just either get lazy, distracted, or just get way too busy with real life stuff. So we will have to see, but thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments what you've been working on this past week. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, a little bit shorter of an update this week. So I will see y'all back here later this week for more content.